Hello. Hello.
Hey there.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Hi, Ashley.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. My kid's playing with their toys in here.
Hey folks, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining.
Close. Why? Please. Hey everybody, we're gonna give folks just another few minutes to show up before we get kicked off. So just a few minutes.
Okay, we're going away again.
Hi everybody. Welcome to the 2020 Rebuilding Center Salvage Showdown celebration event. I'm Jackie Kerouac-Fram. I'm the executive director here at the Rebuilding Center.
My name is Aaron Green. I'm the program manager here at Rebuilding Center.
Over the past 4 weeks, 7 amazing builders have given their time and talent in support of the Rebuilding Center. And they have created some really amazing pieces that we have showcased in our store for the last week, and that we'll be raffling off today in support of the Rebuilding Center and support of Constructing Hope. Each creation, FYI, was built with less than $40 worth of materials at the Rebuilding Center, which is just amazing. Just wonderful examples of creative reuse in support of our mission to make reuse accessible and affordable for all. Yeah, so I'll turn it over to Aaron. He's going to give you a little overview of our program.
Absolutely. I'm going to share my screen here and give you our rundown here. So we are going to just give a few informational overviews, including a little bit of information about the Sustainable Building Week, Rebuilding Center, Constructing Hope. We're going to have a chance to hear from a handful of our builders, which is going to be really exciting. We're going to present the Scrappy. The Scrappy is the award presented to the builders who had the most raffle tickets purchased under their name. And we're going to end finally with the raffle. So from here, we are actually going to hand it over to Aaron Stevens, well, actually of Walsh Construction, but who is on the Sustainable Building Week committee. And Aaron, we will hand it over to you for a couple minutes.
Very good. Thank you. Let's see. Am I off mute here?
You're off.
You're great. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, so my name is Aaron Stevens. I'm one of the co-directors of Sustainable Building Week. And we're closing in on the end of our 3rd annual SBW, which is pretty exciting. So thank you to the Rebuilding Center for hosting what promises to be a very fun event here. This year we've had nearly 30 events. We've had educational presentations, panels, virtual open houses, showdowns. And most of the events will ultimately be available online through our website. Most of the events have been free, and a handful have even offered continuing education credits. Head over to our website, sustainablebuildingweek.com. We have a couple more events coming up tomorrow, but also check and see the events that we have had up to this point, and then you can search for those online again on demand afterwards through our website. And while you're on our website, sign up for the newsletter, learn more about Sustainable Building Week. And part of what you'll learn is that, excuse me, SBW was created to provide a platform for our design and construction communities here in Portland to kind of come out of our silos and our separate corners of the industry, to come together and collaborate to keep Portland green, with the ultimate mission of continuing to evolve Portland's legacy as a leader and pushing the sustainability needle forward. And then thank you for putting up this slide here for our sponsors. None of this would be possible without the strong partnership of our collaborators, our community partners, and of course our sponsors. This year, our top sponsors are Malem Architects, Henneberry Eddy, Holst, Bora, PAE, NBI, Sustainable Northwest Wood, PGE, Associated Builders and Contractors, Green Hammer Design Build, Project Pivot, E-Terriers, and Brightworks. So thank you so much for your support and partnership these 3 years. And thanks again to the Rebuilding Center for hosting this event and for partnering with us. And thank you everybody for attending this event, and enjoy the showdown. Thank you.
So back to the Rebuilding Center now. Aaron, could you advance the slide one more? And I'm just going to talk, for those of you who don't know, most of you know us pretty well. The Rebuilding Center is an organization that has been around for some time now. I think we're in our 23rd year. And our mission really is to build community resilience by making repair and reuse both accessible and affordable for all. And I like to talk about us as a sustainability organization that works at 2 levels, right? So we work at the environmental level by diverting more than 3 million pounds of home building materials from the landfill every year, which of course, helps keep the landfills less full than they otherwise would be. But we also work on the individual sustainability level, where we help people to fix their homes more cheaply, to purchase the items that they need for their homes when they need them, and really to be a space where reuse and repair are prioritized and made visible, right? So our long-term vision is to have reuse and repair become not only more commonplace, but become cornerstones of the climate justice movement. So we're really happy to have everybody here joining us. We have just launched a membership program not too long ago, and it is growing by leaps and bounds. So for those of you who are on the call, if you've ever considered wanting to support the Rebuilding Center in any other way, consider joining us as a member. We have memberships starting at $50 and all the way up from there. So yeah, we also have education programs, which Erin is going to talk about in just a second. But also I wanted to connect the work that we do to economic transformation, right? So the Rebuilding Center is here as a center for reuse and repair skills. But even more broadly than that, we are working to really help move our economy away from scarcity and toward abundance. So helping people understand that you don't always need to buy new, that reclaimed is often just as good and is often sometimes even better. So keeping that in mind, we are thinking much bigger than reuse of building materials. We are really trying to change the world. So thank you all for joining us again. I wanted to also thank our sponsors, but I'm going to do that in a minute. Okay, so I'll turn it over to Erin to talk about our education programming.
Yeah, just a quick word on education. Education at the Rebuilding Center is one of our youngest programs. We've been around since 2016. We started as a program mainly geared toward folks who wanted to learn home repair, wanted to learn introductory carpentry. We've had the full gamut of youth in our shop, all the way on up to private groups and that sort of thing. But what we're really focused on in the space that we hold here at the Rebuilding Center is, as Jackie mentioned, that community resiliency aspect of the Rebuilding Center. We want to be sharing knowledge at an affordable rate. And part of how we do that is not only having the cheapest prices in town, but we also have scholarship opportunities available in every single one of our classes. And so what we're really aiming to do is to share repair and confidence building skills in carpentry, plumbing, and sort of homeowner electrical. And that's where we're at right now, but we have a lot of really great ideas for the future ahead, and really looking forward to that. So.
Cool. So I also want to take a minute to thank our sponsors. So the Scrappy Friends level, we have Green Hammer and Beneficial State Bank and Neil Kelly. And then at the Scrappy Supporters level, we have Columbia Bank and Mayest, CSNW Benefits, Safety Northwest, and JD Full Willer. So really thanks to all of those sponsors for supporting this event. I also want to make sure that everybody knows that we are going to be holding this annually. So there's going to be another opportunity for support coming up next year. So with that said, I would like to thank everybody who purchased a raffle ticket for this amazing event. We had about 200 people buy raffle tickets, which really exceeded our expectations. We had no idea. This is our first time doing this. We had no idea how it was going to go. And more than 200 people showed up in support of this event by purchasing raffle tickets. It was really such an amazing and wonderful and loving response. I also want to thank our builders for all the work you put into these pieces. They are beautiful. Our customers have been wowed. We've gotten really great comments online. I mean, they just surpassed, again, all of our expectations. So thank you for all the time and effort that you put into that work. And I would also like to thank our education team. So Erin's team, V, Shona, Amanda, Jared, and Tim, who all came together and built the Scrappy, which you'll see in a moment. It's an amazing work of art. I love the thing. So thanks to them. And then I would like to now turn it over to Alexandra. She's our development and marketing coordinator, and she is going to introduce to you our builders.
Yeah, thanks, Jackie. All right. Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Alexandra. I've worked here at the Rebuilding Center for about 2 years, but I'm usually behind the scenes. So if I haven't met you, that's why. But yeah, we're going to introduce our builders, and most of them are here today to chat with us. But a couple couldn't be, so I'm going to talk for them. The first person is, I'm going to wait for the slide, Aaron Christensen, and Aaron built this fabulous accent table. It's truly beautiful. Aaron's a local Portland artist and does a lot of visual display work. So definitely a very creative person. And he's also a longtime Rebuilding Center customer. Yeah, I think Aaron, with this piece really wanted to highlight the reclaimed materials and the previous lives that they had. So you can see all the paint still on the wood, and you can see that, they lived life before this table, which is really cool. And he also engraved this quote that reads, "Old things are better than new things because they have stories in them." Yeah, so shout out to Aaron for building this beautiful table. I think we can go ahead and go on to Adam. Sweet. So this is Adam ZEEK. He built a kitchen cart, and Adam couldn't be here on the call with us tonight, but he sent me over something to read. So I'm gonna read it as if I was him. So if you know Adam, just imagine me with like longer hair and a scrappy hat on, and we'll go with it. All right, so Adam says, "I've been visiting the Rebuilding Center weekly for roughly a decade. Not only has this helped in advancing my career in carpentry, but it always also kept our family home comfortable while on a budget. I love the Rebuilding Center for many reasons. Some of the reasons are the great prices, the constantly changing inventory, and the most exciting lumber yard in town. But ultimately, what keeps me coming back is the amazing staff. They are all so kind, hardworking, knowledgeable, and good-humored. I always leave the store with a smile thanks to them." Adam also says, "For this kitchen cart, the metal tubing was repurposed from an old staircase handrail, and the cutting, welding, and grinding he did himself to create it into this new shape of a kitchen cart. This was Adam's first time incorporating metal into his work, and he's excited to explore it further. He also thanks us, the Rebuilding Center, for celebrating recycling and letting him take part in the event." So huge shout out to Adam for this beautiful kitchen cart. All right, so I'm gonna give it over to our builders now, and we'll start with Ashley. Hey everyone, I'm Ashley, and it's been really fun being a part of this project. So I first learned about the Rebuilding Center probably about a year ago. I have my 10-month-old in the room with me, as you can hear. But I discovered the Rebuilding Center about a year ago when I bought my house with my wife. And I've always been interested in building and like to DIY things, but I didn't really have a lot of experience with carpentry. So over the past year, I've been building up all of my tools. I built a chicken coop. I built my daughter's bed and a pickler triangle for her. So I was getting really into building, but was using only plans that I would purchase mostly on Etsy and buying most of my lumber brand new. So I really wanted to try something different. I wanted to try using salvage materials and also design my own piece of furniture. So this project was definitely out of my comfort zone. It was the first time I've come up with a design on my own, the first time I've taken salvage materials and really gone through the process of figuring out what I'm working with and what I can make with it and being flexible and adapting my plans. So I learned a whole ton, and I really wanted to enter in part because as someone who's self-taught and who's fairly new to building, I really wanted to emphasize the Rebuilding Center's goal of being accessible to new builders. So I am proof that you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have been doing this for decades to pull off something really cool. You just have to be willing to learn and put yourself out there.
All right, thanks so much, Ashley. Your piece is truly beautiful. To anyone that got to see it in person, it's just absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for participating. All right, so we'll move on to our next builder, who is waiting for Aaron. Okay, Dana.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Dana. This is my partner, Madeline. Thank you so much for running this great competition. It was such a wonderful opportunity to get creative with the piece. I started going to the Rebuilding Center probably like 2 years ago. And as someone who is trained a little bit in carpentry, I kind of wanted to start building my own furniture and doing my own thing. And going to the Rebuilding Center is so amazing because that lumber yard is just full of so many great gems. It feels like a treasure hunt, going through and finding something. You never quite know what it's going to be, but you know it's going to be awesome and it's going to kind of fuel your next project. So when I first designed my piece for this contest, I was going to make a bookcase, but I had just been asked by a friend to make a desk because everybody is working remotely now. And so I thought, well, maybe a desk is a little bit more relevant. And a key to this piece was just to really showcase all those jewels that you find going around the Rebuilding Center and searching for something good. And so I tried to include all the varieties of wood that I've been able to find in the Rebuilding Center in the past. So oak and cedar, and what I found out later was actually some poplar and obviously Douglas fir. And so I just thought, you know, would be a great opportunity to showcase like what you can find sort of under the grime, you know, the initial lumber. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dana. Whoever gets this desk, their work from home life or maybe virtual class life is definitely going to be leveled up. All right, so we'll move on to our next builder, which is Daniel.
All right. Hello. I've been going to Rebuilding Center for the 5 years I've been in Portland, trying and using them as much as possible for my clients. It's a way of being able to sort of pass savings down. Plus, it's just such a fun place to shop. I have my own design business, mostly making furniture and architectural millwork. But when I get to build stuff for myself, I'm always integrating plants. And when shopping for this project, or not shopping, but like shopping spree, I saw the terracotta tiles, and it was making me think of terracotta plants. And I don't know, a plant stand came to mind, and that's what I created here out of mostly just the Douglas fir 2x4s. And the tiles, which you see kind of along the front there, and then the accent tiles around the integrated planter. I also kind of wanted to create I've also been, for myself over the course of the years, my house is full of these old vintage light shade hanging planters, most of which I've bought at Rebuilding Center. And so kind of taking this idea and that I have circling my house and wanting to like kind of show that off in this piece as well. So all these planters are actually sort of vintage lampshades, as is the light fixture, the pendant light that's included in the piece. It was super fun to build, and I'm really happy that I got the opportunity to do this.
Great. Thanks so much, Daniel. I'm super jealous whoever gets this piece and all these plants. That'll be really nice, especially throughout the winter time. So thanks again, Daniel. All right, so our next builder is Team MAYEST, so Sam and Anna.
Hi. Yeah, so we're Team MAYEST. I have a intimate history with Rebuilding Center. I used to be an educator in the wood shop, so I helped to develop a lot of the classes there. And so the lumberyard there and getting to like remill the lumber specifically from Rebuilding Center, I did for a long time every day. But it's really fun, especially for the type of work that we do, which is furniture, but like amorphous in a lot of ways. So we're really just looking for like a lot of bulk that we can then carve away our shapes from. Do you want to talk about the piece?
So this piece is kind of an idea fleshed out that we already had in our back pocket for a while, of a vase that's piercing through a tabletop surface and acting as its sole support as well. So it's a sculpture, it's very much a sculptural piece, and the whitewashing of the vases, I think, makes it more sculptural. But we didn't want to do that too heavily so that you can still see the really beautiful patchwork nature of the reclaimed lumber. And yeah, it's designed for people who like to collect plants and branches outside and bring them into their home and have a nice place to put them.
And thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've
We had
really
so much
enjoyed
fun.
it. Yeah, it's been a blast.
All right, thanks so much, Sam and Anna. Yeah, this piece is incredibly beautiful and very unique. I was super surprised when I first saw it. So thanks again for participating, Team Mayest. But yeah, now we'll move on to our last team, Team True North, and it looks like we have Kaden and Steph here. Can you unmute yourself? All right, there we go.
Hey, we're Team True North. I'm Steph. This is Kaden.
Hi. We've gotten a bunch of cool stuff from the Rebuilding Center over the years for both of our studios, Magnetic North and True North. And so rummaging through all this lumber to find the gems in the rough for this piece was really fun.
Yeah, and I'm not a builder. I don't have a background in building, so I was more thinking like, what can I repurpose that's already like made, like drawers and things like that. So I was sort of just like rummaging for that sort of thing, and like knobs, and sort of like thinking, what can we do with all these pieces? And we had like backup plans too, like multiple things.
I also really wanted to spotlight just the diversity of the materials that the Rebuilding Center carries. So we tried to do, the tile and some metal and stuff like that in there. We did have plans to do electrical, but it fell through a little bit at the last second, but next year.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing this.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Team True North. All right, so thanks again to all of the builders. Before we go over to Lee and Aaron to present the Scrappy, I just want to remind everyone that half of the raffle proceeds are going to be donated to Constructing Hope, which is a local Portland pre-apprenticeship program. They're super awesome. If you haven't heard about them, look them up. They do amazing work to help people of color, unemployed folks, formerly incarcerated folks, and low-income folks enter the workforce through carpentry, skill building, and training. So a huge shout out to Constructing Hope, and thanks again to everyone who bought a raffle ticket and helped donate funds to us and Constructing Hope, another local nonprofit. All right, I'm now gonna pass the mic over to V and Aaron.
Hello.
Hello, hello. My name is V. I'm an educator here at Rebuilding Center, and just going off of what Alexandra just said, with the half of the proceeds going to Constructing Hope, this event was particularly special. Not only do I work at Rebuilding Center, but I'm an alumni of Constructing Hope. So thanks again for everyone who participated, and I'm excited to announce the winners.
Yeah, should we just like let this just like play out a little while?
Right.
And just get everybody all antsy. Well, we wanted to talk really fast about the Scrappy. This is the Scrappy. Maybe you can help me kind of hold it there here. So let's see if we can get a little bit of close up there. So our education team came together one Friday afternoon, and the goal was to find something in the lumberyard or the warehouse and bring it to the table. And so that's what we did. And this is quite, I think, the creation. So we had a lot of fun with it. That was what we were hoping that all of our builders had as well. We even had a little, let's see if we can turn it this way. We even had a little like plaque made for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see, but it says winner, Rebuilding Center Salvage Showdown 2020. So should we announce our winner here?
Without further ado, yeah, if you'd like some.
Yeah, the winner of our 2020 Scrappy is
Aaron Christensen.
Congratulations, Aaron. Now we're gonna introduce
Some more winners, yeah.
some more
And
winners, but
we're gonna go ahead and introduce Ella Rose. We'll be raffling off the tickets with me. Ella Rose has been here for 15 years as head cashier and ambassador at the Rebuilding Center. So Ella, come on over. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ella Rose, your head cashier and ambassador of the Rebuilding Center. I've been here 15 years and I'm still loving it. Thanks for having me. I'll be helping with the raffle.
Awesome. So let's get these going. So first up that is being raffled out is
It's going to be kitchen cart by Adam ZEEK. Desk and bookshelf. Desk and bookshelf.
no, just the kitchen cart.
Well, first the kitchen.
First, the kitchen cart.
Kitchen cart. Perfect.
Okay, let's do that first.
Yep. All right, so
Okay.
for the kitchen cart, shake it up.
Shaking it up.
All right, we've got winning the kitchen cart is Heidi Bartholomew.
Wow.
Heidi Bartholomew. Woo! Congratulations on that win.
Yay.
All right.
All right, the next one is Desk and Bookshelf by Dana LUUKKO. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay,
Go ahead,
shaking it
shake
up.
All right, winner of the Desk and Bookshelf by Dana LUUKKO is Liz Vickerman. Congratulations, Liz.
Woo.
All right.
The next one now.
Next one up is the winner of the coffee table with vases by Team Mayest, and that was builders Sam Sterling Sutton and Anna Ryan. Hello, Sam. It's good to see you virtually again. All right. No. Just kidding. It wanted 3 winners. That's what it wanted. All right. Ashley Raymond for the winner of the coffee table.
Lovely, lovely.
Yay.
All right. Next up, we've got kitchen utility cart by Team True North with the builders Walker Cahow, Hayden Boehm, and Steph Zabo. All right.
Got it all mixed up. Lovely.
Winner is Kate Swaby.
Hey.
Kate Swaby. Sorry if I butchered anyone's name. All right.
All right, the next is Hanging Shelf by Ashley KROLLENBROCK.
All right.
Shake it up. Okay.
Jennifer Lyman for Hanging Bookshelf.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, the next is Accents Table by Aaron Christensen. Shaking it up. Ooh, man, that's a big old pile.
All right. Todd Noble wins the table
Tom
from
Noble.
the accent table. Congratulations, Todd.
And our last one.
And last but not least,
Plant Stand by Daniel GOERS. Uh-oh, shaking it up. Woohoo. Uh-oh. Getting a little carried away. I'm excited for you.
all right. Here we go. Lindsay Stallings for the plant stand. Congratulations, all who won. How exciting.
Very exciting. Woohoo! Very exciting. Congratulations to all of our winners.
congrats.
And thank you to everybody who's tuned in to join us today. We're asking all of our winners, if you're on the call with us, to pick up your winning, your pieces you won by November 6th, which is 2 weeks. And also, as promised, and to thank you all for joining us, we'll be giving everyone who showed up here on the Zoom call with us, we'll be sending you a 20% off coupon for up to $50, 20% off coupon off your next purchase, up to $50 at the Rebuilding Center. If you send us your first and last name and email in the chat field. So if you chat the host with your first and last name and email, so we can send you a 20% off coupon. And we'll leave the Zoom call open for a while so you all can do that. You don't have to rush and hurry up and do that. But yeah, so that is about it. If we all want to gather here, come over here. And we'll send you all off. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Love you.
At least